great to see you here again. My name is Luc de Kuster, founder of the Kuster Academy. And in this new video, I will talk about the main communication skills and the 5 C's of written communication. Now, before we start, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. So let's have a look at the main communication skills. First of all, we have active listening. Active listening is very important because it keeps the listener engaged and you summarize the ideas to ensure effective communication. You're participating in the communication. You're motivating the people you're communicating with to share their ideas, to explain, and you identify if there are issues. Awareness of cultural and personal differences. Well, we live in different cultures, we have different ideas, religion, all kinds of elements that we have to ensure, that we have to consider to ensure an effective communication. Not understanding these cultural and personal differences will lead to problems during the communication process, and it may happen that the people will not trust you anymore, don't want to communicate with you. And that, of course, is a very important issue when you're looking at communication as a major part of project management. We also look at identifying, setting, and managing stakeholder expectations. We all sell things and everything looks perfect because before you start working. Now, once you start implementing a project, you have to be sure the moment you identify issues, you have to share them with them. You have to tell the people what it is about. And you have to say, okay, these are the things. This is the reality. We have to deal with all these elements. And an open communication, typically related to all those deliverables, is the best way to deal with it. People may not be happy with the things you say, but at least you know that they understand what the actual situation is. If there are some problems, when you have problems implementing something, it cannot be done in time. Basically, setting the expectations will provide information to the stakeholders how to deal with the problem. The last element is enhancement of skills. Now, when we look at different skills, we look at persuasion, motivate people to perform better, coaching the people. You have to use negotiation skills and conflict resolution. All these skills you can enhance by following the necessary trainings, or you can be hiring somebody who is in fact specialized in these things to help you. It's very important that you keep on enhancing your skills because you will get better, you will understand the people, and communications improve. The possibility or the probability to have a successful project also improves. We also can look at the 5 C's of written communication, and some of them may be a little bit tricky or difficult. Correct spelling and grammar, well, it's one of the elements that you have to consider. Nobody is perfect. We can make some mistakes, but some people can look at it in a very negative way. I've seen it with French people. I've seen it also with Czech people who really want to have the language spelling correctly. There are solutions. There is, for example, a program I'm using, Grammarly, and it finds out all the possible issues. We have spell checkers that can help us, grammar applications that already will provide you a higher level of, let's say, written proficiency. We also have to look at concise expression and elimination of excess words. You want to share the message. You don't want to tell a story. Too many words will be a confusion. Too long sentences may also be a confusion. Try to be concise in your expressions and stay to the point. See that you provide all the information that is necessary. We have a clear purpose and expression directed to the needs of the reader. You have to consider who is your target. To whom are you writing this message? And you have to address the reader in a relevant wording, taking into account the knowledge and the level. If you're communicating with people who are not native in the language that you're using, you may avoid special words or more complicated words, and you may have to have a dictionary explaining what certain terms mean, just to get all the elements ready to have an effective communication. We look at a coherent, logical flow of ideas. Here we have different ways, also different cultures. When people are very logical, people are sometimes telling a story. These are things that you have to adjust. So you have to look at how to deal with the different elements. When you're creating large documents, reports, you have to see that you have an executive summary so people understand what you've been looking at and they can go deeper into the document. But it's not always that easy. You have to see what is the cultural way of communication. Chinese have a different way of forming ideas. Americans have a different way. English have a different way of forming ideas. So it's very important to find basically a way that helps everybody. I'm quite logical when I make an overview, how to share the ideas structured. Some people don't like that. They want to have it in a different way. It all depends on the people you're talking to. Controlling flow of words. Try a way to share the ideas. Once explaining something with a lot of words may not be the thing that's really helping. There is the famous expression, a picture tells more than 1,000 words. Showing pictures, showing drawings can provide a lot more information than just a descriptive overview of the message you want to send. I think that a picture tells more than 1,000 words was initiated by Napoleon Bonaparte, but there are a lot of stories around like that. Anyway, this is a very, very important truth, the way you are dealing, the way you are communicating. If you follow these 5 C's of written communication, I'm sure your communication will improve and you will have less communication problems. So that was it for this video. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next video. Thank you and bye-bye.